my troopers hopping in this bitch, popping in this bitch. Me and my troopers hopping in this bitch, popping in this bitch. Me and my troopers.
Never forget. Hello, my name is Mr. J3T, aka Big Sexy, aka the Kentucky Cannon, aka the World Class Badass, aka Chocolate Thunder with Caramel Swirl, aka Black Lightning with Peanut Butter Filling, aka the Man of the Century, aka DJ Big Head, because I'm a DJ by association, if you forgot. Aka the Houdini of Sexy, aka the Shaman of Sexy, aka Big Daddy Long, aka your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. Oh yeah. I'm coming in with the nicknames today. So anyway, before we get started on the topic, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year and happy Merry late Christmas. But today we're going to be talking about an anime. I haven't talked about an anime in a while, and it's called The World's Finest Assassin. They got reincarnated to another world as a aristocrat, but for simplicity's sake and for shortening it out, I'm just gonna be calling it The World's Finest Assassin. So The World's Finest Assassin is about the world's finest assassin who, when he gets betrayed by the company that he works for, he gets reincarnated into this world full of magic and swords, where he's tasked by a goddess to kill that world's hero. Now the hero is eventually going to, whenever he defeats the big demon lord, the hero is going to get corrupted and start to do some bad stuff, and which will lead to the end of that world. So the goddess sends the assassin to this world to kill the hero. And that's the gist. So, first thing I want to talk about is the animation. Now, the animation is good. It's not great, but it's passable. It's good. Not even passable, it's good, but when it comes to like the fight scenes, yeah, it could get a little choppy at times. The characters don't really move fluidly and smoothly. There's one particular fight where the animation looked rough. So the animation can look a little rough at points. It's not a huge flaw. Like, it's still watchable. You can still watch it, but you'll definitely notice that the animation is not really up to snuff, especially when it comes to the fight scenes and when characters like run and like basically do anything physical. Like whenever characters fight, whenever characters run, it can look a little iffy. There's one fight in particular that's like I think the one exception is a fight between the main character, who is in this world, he gets reincarnated and his name is Lou. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's pronounced, I think you pronounce it Lou. So it's Lou Tuatha. So I'm just gonna call him Lou. So Lou fights his father in this world, and that fight was okay. That fight was the best looking one out of the entire show. But other than that, like, it's good. You can still watch it, but at times it's like, ugh. To put it into perspective, there's another anime called Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and which that show, that's like a slice of life anime, right? But that anime has better animation and better fight scenes than this anime, which is about an assassin. And so, yeah, a slice of life anime has better animation and better fight scenes than an anime that you would think it, what you would think with it being about an assassin, it would have bomb fight scenes, but really it doesn't. It's all right. But so that's that out of the way. The characters. So I have to say I liked Lou. I liked his progression. I liked his his arc throughout the show because in his previous life he was just a tool, right? Just no emotions. You're a basic movie bin from Walmart assassin. Those little movie bins at Walmart that are like $1. That's what he was in his previous life. Your average, run-of-the-mill, emotionless assassin. Cares about nothing else but just getting the job done, right? But when the company that he works for betrays him and kills him, he says, wow, you know, if I do get reincarnated, I am not going to be a tool anymore. I'm not going to be somebody's tool anymore. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to live, basically. Make my own choices. March to the beat of my own drum. And for the most part, he does that. Even though in parts you can still see that this is still the same person from his previous life. He's still that calculating, very focused individual. You can see that, like, he grows a little bit as a person because in his previous life, sorry, I had a little thing for my shirt. Anyway, in his previous life, he just didn't care about anybody, right? But in his new life as Lou Tuatha, he starts to express emotion, he starts to actually care about people. He cares about his father, he cares about his mom, he cares about his servant, who I'll get to later. He cares about his adopted sister. He even grows to fall in love with a girl named Dia. So it was cool to see his progression. I liked him a lot. Is he my favorite isekai protagonist? No. But he is. I do like him, though. It was cool to see how he progressed. In fact, there was one moment in particular where, like, he goes on his first assassination job in this new world, and he gets the job done, right? And when he goes to leave, he looks back and he sees the wife, because he shoots a man who has a wife, right? The man and the wife had a good relationship going on, right? They actually loved each other. And so he's looking back at this woman. He just made her a widow after, killing her husband. And he actually feels bad. He actually feels sorry for her. He doesn't regret doing the mission, but he won't forget it because he actually he felt bad about it. That he just widowed this woman. So that was cool to see. Progression, character development, him growing. You love to see it. His father in this new world is probably my favorite character in this entire show because his father's a real one, right? His father is a perfect balance between, like, that focused, driven, cold-blooded assassin and just like this caring, like, father, right? Because he strikes that balance. He can be this. At one moment, we see him and Lou going on all these assassination missions. He's like this. He can be intimidating and cold, but in another scene, he can be very warm. He can be very open. He's very how do you say not cold. I don't know how if that made any sense. He's a good dad, basically, is what I'm trying to say. He's a good dad. He's a good assassin and he's a good dad. That's what I'm trying to say, right? He doesn't treat Lou like a dick. He doesn't treat Lou like shit. He doesn't treat Lou like a tool. He treats Lou like a person. He wants Lou to be just a person. He wants Lou to experience things. He wants Lou to make friends. He wants Lou to have a family. He wants Lou to care about people. He wants Lou to make his own decisions on if his targets are worth killing. You know, he doesn't he he treats Lou like a person, right? And that's what I really liked about the dad is that you know, he he's what Lou needed in his previous life, right? If Lou had his dad in his previous life, he would have turned out completely different in his previous life. He was just a good character, and I liked him a lot. He was by far my favorite part of the show. Now, over the course of the show, Lou picks up an assistant or a servant called her name is Tart, and the way like they meet, like he saves her from a pack of wolves. She gets kicked out from her family because like they were poor and their logic was like they need one less mouth to feed, so they kicked her out the curb. So he saves her. He's like, look, can you come with me? Because yeah, you can come with me, you can work for me. And she's like, cool. But the thing is, he only saved her and offered her a place to stay, a place of work, because she has mana. Now mana is basically like, think of like Ki from Dragon Ball Z, just like this energy magic inside, and she has mana. So he wanted her because of that. He actually brainwashes her. Like he goes through all the steps of brainwashing a person, and like at first I was like, oh dang, he's gonna treat her like a dick. He's gonna treat her like shit. But he actually doesn't. He treats her with respect. He treats her nicely. Of course, at first, like you think he's only treating her like this so she won't betray him, but he's treating her like this because he genuinely like sees her as a companion, even though he probably will never admit it. He genuinely cares about her, and that again, character development. He didn't care about anybody before in his previous life. Now he does now. You see character development. You see, y'all get it. You'll see. But I liked her a lot. She grows to being not only is she his assistant in just his regular everyday life, she's also his assistant in his assassinations. So we get to see her train. She's not the best with knives and all that. What she's really good at is with a spear. So Lou makes Tart a detractable spear to where she can just hide in her dress, and whenever stuff pops off, she can just pop it out and just start murking people. So I like their relationship. I like that it's genuine and he doesn't treat her like crap. So that was cool to see. Another thing that I liked about the show is Dia. Now Dia and Lou, they met when they were young. Dia was Lou's teacher, so she could teach him magic. And over the course of the show, we see them bond and get closer, and that was cool to see. They have a cute relationship. Like I said before, Lou eventually develops feelings for Dia, and Dia develops feelings for Lou. So their relationship's cute. I wish we could see more of that. in the show, but I'm pretty sure they explore more in the manga, which I'll get into all that later. But I do like their relationship. It's cute. Again, Lou's character development. Uh, he didn't care about any of it. He was heartless, but now like he's developing feelings for somebody, and those feelings are reciprocated, and it's cute. It's a great moment. Now, what I want to talk about with the show is now this show is based off a manga of the same name, right? And in the manga, they go into more depth, right? They go into more like detail about things, which I like. And in the show, even though they do explain a little bit, it kind of feels like they skip past a few key details a little bit. This I apologize if you heard that, but it kind of feels like the show kind of skips over details a little bit. It kind of moves at a fast pace. Like, okay, boom, 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 boom. Now on to the next thing, and it's like I kind of wish it slowed down a little bit to explain these things more, or maybe if the show would have had more episodes, then maybe they could have went into more detail, because this show only has like 12 episodes. I wish it would have had like more, so things could like slow down a little bit, so things can like slow down and really let moments sink in. If you guys know what I'm talking about, because I feel like with these, since this anime only has 12 episodes, I felt like they kind of had to rush. They were just rushing a few things to get to the main points in the manga, and it sucks because the manga is great. The manga is like really good, and it sucks that like some key moments were kind of sped up in the anime, but yeah, that's alright. Overall, I'd say this is a good anime. It's not my favorite isekai anime of all time. My favorite isekai is probably That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime or Overlord. Those two are probably my favorites. But all in all, it's still a good little show. It's still a good little anime to watch. It's only 12 episodes, so it's easy to binge. You can binge it in a day. For the most part, I like all the characters. I like Lou's arc throughout the show. I like the father. He was my favorite character in the show. I wish that this anime could have slowed down a little bit and just let moments breathe and dive more into this world. I wish we could have seen more of the goddess, because yes, if you guys remember, a goddess sent our assassin Lou to this new world, and I want to see. I want to know what she's all about, because she's been trying to find somebody to kill the hero for years. In fact, throughout the show, we see these moments where she just picks different warriors from different time periods, sends them to that world in hopes that they can kill the hero, but when she checks on them, she finds out that they failed. Either they failed or they're slacking. So she's been trying to find somebody to kill this hero for years, right? So I wanna know what's her deal. Maybe they explained it more in the manga. I didn't really get that far. I haven't gotten that far in the manga, but like maybe they explain it more in the manga, but they sure don't explain it in the anime, because again, only 12 episodes. So I want to know her deal a little more. I just want to know more about the world, you know. But all in all, with all that being said, I still think it's a good anime. I give it 1 thumbs up. Uh, so I will be linking the website where I watched this anime in the description. So if it piqued your interest in this anime, you can go watch it there. But yeah, that's about it. So if you liked what you saw here, give it a thumbs up. But if you really, and I mean really, really, really like me, consider subscribing and ring that bell so you always know whenever I upload, because it's free. It's free. It's free, guys. God, I keep on telling y'all that it's free. Don't be a dum-dum. Subscribe today. New glasses. Deuces.